Hey, good morning, beautiful people. This is Brenda coming at you. I'm not gonna run from my calling no more. I'm just gonna be real with you. Coming from Matthew 16, 1 through 12. I'm gonna read a little bit of it. Trying to explain it the best way I know how. Lord help me. It's about the Pharisees and the Sadducees. Tell me if I'm saying it right. If I'm not, please correct me. Like I said, I'm still learning. Every day is a process. Anyway, the Pharisees and the Sadducees seek a sign. Then the Pharisees and Sadducees came and testing him being Jesus, asked that he would show them a sign from heaven. He answered and said to them, "When it is evening, you say, it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning, it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and threatening. Hypocrites, you know how to discern the face of the sky, but you cannot discern the signs of the times." Well, right there, he's saying, you can look at the sky, go by what you see in the sky, but you can't even tell that I'm God right here amongst you. They didn't even know that. They took it for granted that they sit there wondering, hey, this man who is Jesus needs to show them a sign that he's the true and living God. That's crazy. That is really crazy, but that's how we are. God shows us signs every day when he wakes us up. He clothed you in your right mind. He kept you from being shot in the head when you went to that club you shouldn't have been at, or when you were out with the wrong guy, or what have you. He kept you safe. He kept you here. You're still here. You're sitting here listening to this video. What more signs does God have to show us that he's real? He created he spoke words into the universe, and he created he created this world. So verse 4, a wicked and adulterous generation seeks after a sign. We always asking for a sign. I was asking for a sign the other day. I'm like, Lord, do you really want me to do this? Jesus, do you want me to do this? And his quiet voice was telling me, yes, I want to use you. We all are his children. He wants to use us. We need to stop denying who we are. We are all God's children. And he's the true and living God. It said, a wicked and adulterous generation seeks after a sign, and no sign shall be given to it except the sign of the prophet Jonah. That's when Jonah, like myself, was running away from his calling. And that's what I've been doing for so long, but I'm not doing that anymore. Because I know that God been wanting to use me, but I've been running and denying his power. But not anymore. Don't you deny his power either, because he is a true and living God. The leaven of the Pharisees and Sadducees. However, like I said, correct me. I'm saying it wrong, I believe, but correct me, please. Now, when his disciples had come to the other side, they had forgotten to take bread. Then Jesus said to them, take heed and beware of the leaven of the Pharisees and Sadducees. So he was saying, don't follow after what they're telling you. Follow after him. Seek him. Seek Jesus. Don't seek people who are telling you that there isn't a true living God, because Jesus is the way, the truth, and the light. We listen to what these leaders are saying, but we need to have a relationship with God. Come to him. He's asking you to come to him. Know that he is a true and living God. He uses us. He uses people to bring you to him, but seek him. Seek him. Get to know Jesus for yourself. And number 7, and they reason among themselves, saying, it is because we have taken no bread. They think it's all about the bread. No, he's talking about, the sin, the sin of not accepting that Jesus is the true living God, and he was amongst them. And they were going after signs. They were going after things that weren't important, instead of going after the true and living God. That's what he was talking about. You're seeking after a sign, and here I am, God, and you're not even coming to me. So, I mean, that's crazy, but hey, we've done that. We do that now. But Jesus, being aware of it, said to them, "You, O you of little faith, why do you reason among yourselves because you have brought no bread?" He's saying it's not about the bread. It's not about what, it's, you can't go by what you see. It's about your faith. It's about your faith in him and knowing that he has the power. That's what I believe. Like I said, everybody has different interpretations, but he was saying, I'm amongst you and you're using your eyes. And then you see, and it goes on to say, "Oh, you little faith." Oh, number 9. Do you not understand? Do you not yet understand or remember the 5 loaves of the 5,000 and how many baskets you took up? He was talking about how he had a loaf of bread and he fed all these people. He did that miraculous thing. He was able to take a loaf of bread and feed all these people, 5,000 people. And yet you still don't believe? He was saying, how many more signs do I have to show you that I am a true and living God, the true and living God? And that's what we're guilty of. We always saying, Lord, show me a sign. What you want me to do? Show me a sign. I did that just yesterday. I said, Lord, show me a sign that you want me to get up here on YouTube and start preaching about your word or testifying about your word, talking about your word for that matter. And he said, what more signs do I have to show you that I want to use you? That gentle voice was telling me, I want to use you. And he wants to use you because he gives us gifts. He wants to use us to spread the word to others who don't believe in him, who don't know him. You walk in your existence, your uniqueness, your talents that you have. He wants to use you. Like he's been wanting to use me for a long time, but I kept denying it because I didn't believe in myself. Most of all, I didn't really believe in God and his power. But let me tell you, it's a new day. It's a new day, and I believe in him. Anyway, but 10. Nor the 7 loaves of the 4,000, how many large baskets you took up? How is it you do not understand that I did not speak to you concerning bread? He was talking about his miracles that he performed. How many more miracles do he have to show you? Like I said, when you survive those accidents, you survive things that should have taken you out of here. How many more signs do you have to show you? How many more signs do you have to show me before I accept that he's real, he's alive, he's the true and living God? But to beware of the leaven of the Pharisees and the Sadducees. Then they understood that he did not tell them to beware of the leaven of bread, but of the doctrine of the Pharisees and the Sadducees. He was saying, don't believe in them. Don't believe what they're saying. They were trying to tell the people that Jesus was not real. He was not the true and living God. He was not the Son of God. So I'm just saying to you today, the Lord Jesus Christ will show you miracles. He's already shown you a miracle because you are a miracle. You are one of his miracles. And just believe that you are the apple of his eye. You are a survivor. You are his great creation. So, like I said, get to know him for yourself. He loves you and he wants you to come to him. And anyway, I wish you peace and blessings today.